Hello and welcome back, everyone, to Prototype 2 on Rocket Rabbit Commentaries. And in this episode, after successfully finishing off the entirety of the Yellow Zone and making it into the Green Zone, we are going to be starting the Green Zone. Our map looks different specifically because the end of the Yellow Zone was the end of my first recording session. So now it's at nighttime, and they plopped us, you know, in the same quadrant of the Green Zone as when we left, but, you know, a different spot.
Huh. I wonder what the last words were from this body. Splat.
Here's the latest update.
Paperwork.
Damocles didn't work at all. Doesn't appear to have. No, sir.
Damn.
Damn shame about New York.
So I want to say what that means is that they attempted to do an aerial explosive / aerial weapon drop onto New York, and it didn't have any of the effects that they wanted it to have.
They had to pick New York. You know, like the city has not suffered enough these past 20 years.
Well, it has all these black boxes around it, Mr. Cloud. Surely it can weather some of this damage.
With how badly I need to fight, I'm gonna turn this black box into a brown box.
Field recording, 14 days ago.
Ma'am, step clear of that doorway.
I'm looking for my boyfriend. He was just here.
Ma'am, this area is off limits. Step clear or I will fire.
What? But
Damn it, Riley.
Unidentified woman has been eliminated. It's alright, because they didn't give her a name, I really don't feel all that much for her.
Well, we're not supposed to feel for her. We're supposed to feel about Riley.
I was just about to call you. You won't believe it.
Sure you were, Guerra. Sure you were. Right, because it's so convenient that I was the one who called you.
The thanks goes to you, James. You reminded me of what humanity can do.
You know, like pushing the fucking call button instead of being an antisocial douchebag.
The white light. So as I was talking about with Cloud a bit off screen, Gentek and Blackwatch are technically developing a vaccine for it, and the white light is supposed to be what that is. Yeah, we'll find that out slightly later.
Finally, somebody reacts in real time to what Heller's been doing all along.
Still got a bad feeling about this white light.
Don't go into the light.
Don't go into the park at
Turn
night,
back.
guys. That's where all the muggers and stabbers live. At least that's the stereotype that we had of New York in the 90s.
white light deployment is in effect.
Hunt and consume Commander Gallagher. Not to be confused with Frank Gallagher, played by William H. Macy.
I don't remember. Was Gallagher any of the supporting characters from Gargoyles? I don't think so.
Red Crown, this is Commander Gallagher. White light
No,
has been
I
deployed
don't
at grid
think so.
07.
Okay.
Testing for trace release now.
Copy, Gallagher. Complete testing and proceed to grid 08.
Come to think of it, I can't think of any persons of interest except maybe for the person who had a middle school named after them. Gallagher Middle School. I don't know who that Gallagher was either. It's just a name.
Alright, wait for the alert to go all the way down. Damn it.
Maybe now.
Gallagher isn't involved.
Try shit like that on family.
Oh, it's a plot twist.
Figured I'd run into one of you.
Alright, chase down Commander Gallagher.
Oh, god damn it. It's one of these close the distance missions. You make one mistake and suddenly it's
Actually,
all
no, the chase
over.
missions for Prototype 2 are very infrequent for one and significantly easier than they probably should be.
I don't know how the hell you could ever fall behind. We're flying around like Superman, for Christ's sake.
Well, the one
well,
big thing
now
that's
we're kinda
keeping us
boned.
at a
Heck,
significant distance
heck.
right now is the fact that we don't actually have
Heck.
sprint.
Yeah, you got that right. At least we fly. Yeah, just keep. No.
I was
Don't
supposed to
work
stay on the
your
road.
Gallagher, this is Red Crown.
don't work on your vertical distance because walking up buildings does not close horizontal distance.
Yeah.
Geometry, past Gerdat. Geometry.
We have white light canisters on the ready. We'll clear the way. Over.
Still got a bad feeling.
I
White light.
fucking hate close the distance missions.
Despite the fact that I failed this on the first attempt, this is honestly pretty simple. Just stay on the road, as much as you can. Don't screw this up again, Gerdat. Come on.
Yeah, you should have learned that. Well, now we're a little more familiar with his route. See, practice makes perfect.
Confirm Gallagher status. Over.
Don't get distracted by the squishy humans. See, you got
I got hit by a rocket
little
launcher,
meat happy.
and it cut off all the momentum that I had. Honestly, the big issue that I've got right now is that since I don't have sprint, it's a bit difficult for me to actually keep up to him on the ground. I need to be in the air.
We'll clear the way.
See, we're about as distracted as a hungry lion in a butcher shop.
White light.
Red Crown, this is Commander Gallagher.
Okay, so first we try getting him, and then he pushes us away. What I kind of like about this is that the near guy soldiers actually start shooting at an infected,
Yes.
and not at us, which is weird. Because usually we're the ones being shot at. I mean, hell, you might as well just fucking get ahead of him. We know where he's going.
And
Copy, Cottonmouth 2-1.
it's very important to use to make liberal and effective use of your air dash, because your air dash is significantly faster than your run speed.
Copy 2-1. Stand by. Over.
Copy 2-1. Gallagher is respected. Yes, we know. Gallagher is one of the most upstanding members of our entire military detail.
Targets have dropped to street level.
Gallagher has been inspected. Oh boy. Nah. Eh. Are we
There we
going
go.
for a... there we go. Yeah.
Hey, we're slightly better than these humans.
Weak, meddlesome humans. I'ma hijack this helicopter with my super demon mutant powers.
Like so.
Alex Mercer does
They call that a cutthroat.
disobedience, and neither do I.
Well, you don't have a choice. I am not loyal to you or Alex.
You're in violation of Midtown City Code 2223. Step out of your vehicle and surrender peacefully.
So what are you gonna do now?
No, we're gonna tear off your goddamn rocket launcher and throw it back at you.
What are you doing? My precious helicopter! How dare you!
Come on,
Huh.
evil camera. Admittedly, the
We
vehicle boss
crushed your
fights
car.
have a little bit of a problem when it comes to the camera, because a lot of the time Heller wants to be on the ground in order to get a decent shot off. But the camera wants to focus on the aerial units that are almost directly above him. It's difficult for it to maintain cinematic appeal. Is the thing.
It took him longer to hijack the helicopter than it took for us to destroy it.
Yeah.
What the fuck was the point of that?
To give us the ability it gives us the ability to actually tear off helicopter weapons and use them in the future. That's the big thing that we got.
Watch out, he doesn't stagger all the time.
Yeah, the evolved frights from here on out will be all about reading their attacks and dodging appropriately, as well as closing in order to get decent damage on them. There are cinematic counters that you can do that deal a significant amount of damage to them, but I'm not entirely sure if we actually have parry yet for the evolved fights.
Got him. Delicious memories.
You're saying the white light can mutate?
No, it's highly mutable. It doesn't change on
In the white room with the mutant DNA.
What I'm saying, it doesn't change into other things, but it can take on additional properties. Do things in addition to what was designed. So you're saying
Intravenous injection gonna mutate.
Yes, we can give the Mercer virus additional side effects. Specifically, we can make it so that the Mercer virus, implants rather explicitly Oh, did we now? Yeah, we just now got Blade. Okay. Blade was one of the more prevalent powers back in Prototype 1. I'm glad it's back. I didn't play Prototype 1, but I'm glad it's back.
Huh. Yep. So tutorial time is a bunch of really
tutorial. You're gonna show up. Thank you.
Yeah. Exactly. Hey, in tutorial land, we can't die. Sweet.
That's a motherfucker.
Witness the power.
Right there.
So yeah, Blade's hold attack is the Blade Tornado, and the Blade Tornado is effective, just not as effective as we really want it to be.
They really should have called it Blade NATO.
Oh, it might actually just be called Blade Twister, to be perfectly honest, but. And now that we have more than 2 powers, we have the ability to choose what powers we're going to use. We're going to stick with claws and tendrils for most of the game. Although we will switch over to Blade and one other one for a couple of specific fights.
Evolved? What would they want with the cure for the virus?
No.
To make money, of course.
Thing that can take down the infected, and Mercer's protecting it. Doesn't make sense. Gotta figure this shit out before it's too late.
It's always too late already, Mr. Heller.
'Cause it's not too late. It's never too late.
And it's too late. Too late.
Too late.
Too late.
Too late.
Too late.
Too
for the
late for love. See, this is why we got along so well, is because when we start singing the same 80s track, we both start breaking into song.
Yeah. Now that we have Blade, the brawlers that Gentek and Blackwatch are holding can actually have upgrades for claws, Blade, or tendrils. And honestly, I would like to get the an upgrade for Blade ASAP, specifically so that I have it as a decent option for combat if I choose to go that route. But I think we actually get another upgrade for claws here, right? No, this one's tendrils. Okay, we've got level 3 tendrils now.
Woo! I mean, this is already a fucking powerful goddamn weapon. Arguably the most powerful in the game, and there's even one more degree of effectiveness after this.
Here's the thing: tendrils is actually really good for groups, but it's actually pretty bad on single targets. It needs the combo executioners in order for it to be honestly all that good. Although the combo executioners on it are really nice.
Like he can turn invisible and shit.
You realize how fucking stupid that sounds?
Admittedly,
yes,
it would be cool if Heller got the ability to literally cloak, but we never get cloaking in this game.
Finally, someone in the game is pointing out how fucking preposterous it is what we can get away with in public. Like, nobody cares that we can fly. Nobody cares that we can just fucking mutate and start sprouting red aura around our shoulder blades. See, the dogs can't believe it.
I really should have tried to get a couple more of the mutations done throughout the game, but I don't honestly need them for at least for normal mode. For hard mode, I would have liked them, to be perfectly honest, but only really for the once we actually get into red zone stuff, and even then, there are a couple specific ones I would want. Just walk around, wait for the alert. Ooh, there's a lair. This is actually our first lair that we've come across, and I forget. Do we do this lair? No. We will eventually go back to the yellow zone and do the first lair that's there for a complete mutation, but we don't need to do this one. So a majority of the quadrants in the game actually have a lair or two once you actually get into the green zone, and clearing the lairs have got their own mutations tied to them. They're honestly interesting, good side challenges, but they're kind of superfluous. So we don't end up doing them all that much.
Yeah, it really is hard to strike that balance between, is the story sufficient enough? Are the additional content and other game modes sufficient enough? Are the collectibles too numerous, too few?
To be perfectly honest, I think the number of collectibles in Prototype 2 is actually really good. It doesn't suffer from Spider-Man's Spider-Man PS4's problem of having too many goddamn collectibles, but it has enough. But it has enough to where it's usually rewarding to go out of your way to pick up the ones that are nearby.
Yeah.
I was gonna try and just consume him, but very clearly he was not going to allow me to do that with the dude right next to him. So here we go, more cutscenes.
See, really putting a different spin on how one acquires an education. Don't go to school. Kill a bachelor's degree holder and absorb his knowledge.
Yeah, we're being haunted by a guy who shows up out of nowhere and eats tanks with his teeth. Sounds like a good time to me.
Huh. I'm gonna give you one hell of a party, boys.
For the record, Heller never actually does eat a tank with his teeth, but, Venom can do it, so I don't see why we can't.
I heard he can turn invisible.
I don't think Venom ever actually got cloaking either. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Carnage got the ability to cloak, because his power set is supposedly significantly better than Venom's, but at the same point, I would, I just don't know how much more effective Carnage is than Venom, so.
And in the next part,
after we successfully consume this lair, or this field op, we will continue on with the missions. I think we're going after Galloway next. Be safe, everybody.